what you see. A bunch of nonsense on my TV. Heaven on earth is what I need. When I feel I'm in hell every time I breathe. One line from the outside, what you hear. A bunch of nonsense all in my ear.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. This your boy Nonsense Nap here, coming today to bring you something a little different. This is my question I'm posing to you guys. Who's gonna make it in season 8 of Game of Thrones? You know, it's coming out here fairly soon. Might be out now, depending on where you living at, but I think it comes out at 9 o'clock today. So I'm gonna go through this quick, just a quick rundown. I'm not really gonna get into the series too much. Slight spoilers, you know, try to make this a quick video for y'all. But let me know down below who you think dies, who you think makes it. If you feel like my decision and choices is accurate, let me know down below. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting off with the Starks, you know, the sisters, Sansa, Arya, excuse me, Bran, and you could throw Jon Snow in there, but we know he's a Targaryen now. So pretty much with them four, I got Sansa and Arya. Sansa's dying. Chick gotta go, flat out. You already know what kind of goes on in the series. But ever since she didn't have her father Ned Stark dead, I put her as the cause of that. Shorty gotta go. You know, Arya out here, she didn't had kind of a little bit of a death flag loom over her, a little bit as far as with the no face man, you know, no face god or whatever. But you know, after all that, I feel like she's good now. You know, I think she's gonna be okay. So I got Arya surviving. From those two, we get into Bran, and I think Bran, with being a 3-eyed raven, he has to have some longevity there. You know, because he's essentially the person we get a lot of information from in the series. Well, more like information that helps the series flow a little bit better. So we get the past to correlate to the present and what's potentially going to happen in the future, you know. So he's kind of the link to all that. And without having that, you know, unless his duties are done with that, you know, I really don't see him going anywhere anytime soon. So I feel like Bran's going to be all right. And then, you know, you can consider, Jon Snow being a Targaryen, but I mean, being a Stark, and we know he's a Targaryen, but with him already, you know, passing before in the series, I don't think he's really gonna die. So I think he'll be okay. I think he survives. I think he's gonna be all right. But with being a Targaryen, we know from previous season that, you know, he smashed his aunt, which is wild. You know, Daenerys, mother of dragons. You know, so I ain't really like that too much. I'm just like, it is what it is. We've seen it throughout the series so far. But I feel like Daenerys makes it too. Even though she's not a good mother, you know, lost one of her kids. DCFS, check on her. But you know, I honestly feel like both of them survive. I feel like Jon Snow and Daenerys will be all right. So I don't see no death flag over them. I think they'll be cool. Then I kind of want to get into Varys. Varys has been low-key throughout the series. No real death flags over him. He's very kept to himself. He makes the appropriate and the right moves. Almost makes me consider him to be psychic, to know exactly what to do, when to do it. Somewhat of future sight, if you will. Yeah, I don't see the death flag over him either. Could be wrong, you know. Could be wrong on all these guesses. But for myself, I feel like he survives and makes it through. And then we got Brienne. I think she makes it. I think she may give us all a scare to where we might not know what happens to her, and then she kind of comes in the end as far as like another person to kind of like help, kind of like the cavalry, if you will. But I feel like she makes it. I feel like she does a pretty good job throughout the series. She's done, a pretty good job throughout the series. And in this particular case, as far as a death flag, I haven't really seen it over her so much. But it's definitely been like kind of mentioned to where she's willing to give her life. So, I got her surviving. And the Hound and the Mountain, the brothers, the Mountain's definitely dying. Now, I don't know if the Mountain's going to take the Hound with him, but the mountain's definitely dying. Now the hound, I feel like he may survive, depending on, you know, if Arya possibly helps out in the fight, Brienne, you know, helps out in the fight. But I think with him coming close to death, it was kind of like foreshadowed and hinted towards he might die. But it also might be just the fact that that might have been the closest he should experience it and would survive. So, but for right now, I got the hound making it out. I got the mountain dying. Melisandre, shorty got to go. She been effing up. I don't know if she's been effing up for a purpose, but chick got to go. You know, you got this necklace to keep you young and everything else. You got to go. You know, you out here taking blood, you know, cutting people, doing little stuff. Look, you got to go, okay? Sit for me, burning kids. Once that happened, I was like, all right, get out of here, yo. Like, she got to die, you know? So, for me, shorty got to go. Now, I'm going to put these together, Grey Worm and, what's shorty name? Missandei. I feel like both of them make it. You know, their relationship shouldn't be halted too soon. I feel like they should make it throughout the season. It might be something, again, like a scare given as far as like to make their love even stronger. But I don't see the death flag over either one of them. So I think they make it. Davos and Jorah Mormont, you know. I feel like both. Oh, well, you know what? I think Mormont, I feel like he dies. Davos, I feel like he makes it. He's been a pretty good dude throughout the series. Very genuine. You know, he's had some close calls, but I feel like he gets away unscathed. Probably like Mormont saving him and allowing him to get like the final blow on the opponent. So I feel like he makes it. But Jorah definitely got to go. Then you got Gilly and Sam. You know, Sam out here with a family now, so I feel like he's gonna do a well enough job to protect him, but with him hearing about his father and brother dying, I don't know how he's gonna react with Jon and Daenerys about that. You know, so depending on that particular situation, I feel like Sam makes it, but Gilly might not. And Sam has to raise her child. You know, I think it might be one of those. So the baby makes it, Gilly don't, but Sam does. And then you got Euron Greyjoy and I'm going to call him Reek Greyjoy until he does something better in the series to get his name back. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Euron definitely got a Euron, whatever his name is, he's definitely gonna die. But Reek, if Reek essentially does something, you know, really, really dramatic in the series to like raise his accolades, you know, to where everything he's done thus far, and been through thus far, you know, unless it does a complete 180, I don't see it. He's still gonna be Reek to me. But if he does that, then I feel like that puts him in the surviving category. But right now, I got the death flag over my man. He's been through too much. He's definitely got to go. So you know, he's out of there. Then you got getting into the Lannisters, the hated family. Tyrion and Jaime Lannister. I honestly got, it's kind of tricky. Like, I feel like Jaime might turn into the hero because all he's kind of been through. You know, you see that transition, his character growing more so in that direction now. I feel like Jaime may do something heroic, and then after that happens, he dies. Could be like saving Tyrion or doing something, you know, that really makes a difference in the series. But I feel like he might do that, and once in doing so, you know, or having a heroic death, like jump in front of a knife or an arrow or, you know, whatever, you know, something in that regards to. And once he does that, you know, that gives him his heroic death. Excuse me, but besides that, yeah, I don't really see him making it in the series too much. But with Tyrion, he's had the death flag over him, man, for a minute, and he been dodging them bullets. Like, he done got messed up in that war, but he been dodging them bullets. So, I want to say he makes it. I really do, but I just don't know. But right now, I'm saying he will. I'm saying his brother Jamie dies. But man, if he does, it's gonna be a sad one. I just know that. But then you got the last one, the evil Cersei. Can't even stand shorty. Personally, for me, I think Cersei gotta die. I think she gotta go. Cersei definitely should die a horrible death. And what's crazy is that not in the series, but I guess in the book, and I was watching like some YouTube videos, so I can't remember who this person was that said it. But excuse me on that, but shouts out to you, the rights to you and everything else. But pretty much it was stating that in the book that Cersei, it was talked about, she met the witch back in the day, talked about her 3 kids dying, but the 4th one, we didn't get information about. But in the book, it also spoke on Cersei dying due to the fact of little brother. Now, we don't know if it's little brother Tyrion or just little brother in general, but that's all we got. So, with having that, shorty definitely gonna die. I just hope it's like really bad. But as far as to who, we got several different little brothers here in the series. So let me know down below which little brother do you think could possibly kill Cersei. And then let me know, your choices as far as like who you think makes it, who you think doesn't. I feel like I'm forgetting another character. Oh, Bronn, my boy Bronn. Yeah, I feel like he makes it. He been doing well enough for himself, making good choices, good decisions. So with that, I feel like he definitely does make it. The only hiccup I can see with him not is possibly like protecting Tyrion. And in doing so, if he does that, then he ain't gonna make it. Kind of like the same thing as far as like Jamie. Jamie might throw himself in front of a sword or something like that. Same with Bronn, and one of those like heroic death type things. But all in all, I don't see that really, on him. I feel like he done a good job. He dove in front and pushed Jamie out of the way from getting burned from a dragon, so I feel like he's good, he'll be all right. But that's all I got. Let me know down below what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. But yeah, we out. Peace.